let me give you an interesting example. I spoke before of the rejection of despotism of istibdad. This is now being discussed again. There was a Syrian from Aleppo called Kawakbi who wrote a book in the late 19th century called Tabai al-Istibdad, the character of despotism. It was an Arabic adaptation of a Turkish translation of an Italian book by Vittorio Alfieri, written in the immediate aftermath of the French Revolution. It's an interesting example of the route by which ideas travel. This book was, as I say, written in Italian. It was translated into Turkish by one of the earliest of the young Turks. He translated it into Turkish and published it in Switzerland. It was read in Turkish by Kawakbi. He was a Syrian Arab, but under the Ottomans and knew Turkish. He did an Arabic translation of it, which he was able to publish in Egypt, because Egypt was then groaning under the British imperial yoke and therefore enjoyed some measure of freedom of expression, lacking in other parts of the Middle East before or since. It's interesting that this book has long been unknown and out of print. As I say, it was published in Arabic towards the end of the 19th century. Recently it has been quoted, it's being quoted all over the place. It was quoted in the report on human development in Arab countries, a rather remarkable document which I would strongly recommend if you haven't read it, prepared by a committee of Arab intellectuals and published under the auspices of the United Nations. I can only assume that they didn't read it, otherwise I can't imagine the United Nations publishing a document of this kind. In that they refer to Kawakib's book, and one finds other references to it elsewhere.